Hi, and welcome to Coach's Corner as we hit the last part of January and enter February. Hard to believe, but we are about halfway through this 2016 school year for sports anyway. And our high stepper coach, Kristin Smith, joins us now as we have a big night coming up in February, the annual Mini Stepper Clinic night. Yep. And I guess I'm going to let you kind of go through that because people may be seeing this as we record it. But there is still time, I guess, if they want to get involved, they can get their child involved.
Yes, they certainly can. We take registrations all the way through February 1st. Mini Stepper Clinic starts on February the 1st and runs through February 4th. And then the actual performance is at halftime of the girls' game and halftime of the boys' game. And yes, there is still time to register. Where we're doing registrations right now, we're taking registrations at Tyndall Family Dentistry. And so if you just want to drop your registration by, or they have the registration forms there, and you can go by and get your child registered, and it'll be a great time on the 5th.
What's the cost of this, and what do they get? There's a lot of things to it.
Right, yeah. It is $30 per girl. And the girls get a clinic for 4 nights with my high steppers, and we teach them poise and projection, and we teach them a dance that they will perform. The younger girls are age 3 through 1st grade, so that's one group, and they're the ones who will perform at halftime of the girls' game. And then the older girls are 2nd grade through 6th grade, and they'll perform at halftime of the boys' game. And so you get a great dance, you get to spend the week with my high steppers, you get a really cute t-shirt, and you get some pom-poms, and so it's a good deal.
And most importantly, your $30 will go to help the high steppers. This is one of their big fundraisers too.
You know, it really is a big fundraiser to us, and gosh, we ask, I mean, honestly, when I think back, we ask the Ponca City community for so much. It is expensive for us to compete when we're costuming 4 different routines for nationals plus 3 different routines for officers for nationals. I mean, it's just a lot of money. And so I know a lot of times, Ponca City people are thinking, my gosh, are the high steppers selling something again? But it does take a lot of money. Mini Steppers is a way that, yes, we can raise money, but we also feel like we can give back a little bit to the community, and we can let those girls who may want to be high steppers go and experience a week of practice with my girls and learn this dance and get to perform at halftime. So, yeah, we make some money, but hopefully we're doing a good thing too.
Absolutely. The most important thing is they have fun, they get out in front of a crowd, and that's always a good thing. Now, you mentioned your clinic begins and it runs Monday through Thursday,
yes,
the week of the event, which is that February 5th. Right. What should parents expect during that week as far as taking their kids? Where do they take them? How long should they leave them? What should they bring?
Okay. Every practice is at Robson Fieldhouse, so parents can drop the younger children from age 3 all the way through 1st grade. Their clinic starts at 5 o'clock. So if you want to get there a few minutes early, it's usually kind of busy and crowded. So just if you want to get there a little before 5 and drop your child off at Robson, and then really all they need to bring is a good attitude and a smile. It helps if they're in tennis shoes instead of regular shoes just on the gym floor. But they can just be dressed in shorts or warm-ups or something like that, and just a good attitude and ready to dance. The older girls start at 6:30, so they need to, the clinic is an hour. So my younger girls will be from 5 to 6, older girls will be from 6:30 till 7:30.
One thing you might talk about a little bit is that obviously it's so much fun, especially for those younger parents, one of the first times maybe their kids are getting to do this type of thing, but you really want the kids in there to be with the young ladies, the high steppers, attention on them.
Yes.
There'll be a place and a time for them to take pictures and to do videos, but really those rehearsals are not it.
Right. I mean, they can definitely, if they want to sit and watch, I mean, that's perfectly fine, but my girls will take pictures at the games. They will take pictures after the girls perform. They will stay down in the wrestling room after they perform and come off the court. They'll stay as long as parents want. Of course, you can video them performing at halftime and take pictures at that halftime performance, but definitely those clinic times are time to learn.
Okay, so Tyndall Family Dentistry, they're on Hartford. That is where you'll want to go. Just take your filled out forms or LSM forms there
Yes.
and get your child involved. Kristin Smith, our guest, our Po High Stepper coach, we are about 8 weeks away from your national competition.
Oh, gosh. Don't say that.
Okay, 9 weeks away. No,
Okay.
it's really closer to 7 weeks, to be honest with you.
I know.
If you could, talk about where you're going and what's going to happen.
Okay, well, we traditionally our national competitions at Denton, Texas, and it is there once again. I'm really, really excited about our routines this year. They're different, and they're just. I think they're going to be something that stand out in the judge's mind. So we are working hard right now. We're struggling a little bit with some choreography, but we're moving forward. Tomorrow night's basketball game, we'll put our first nationals routine on the floor. It's a hoop, and I choreographed it. It's still a work in progress, and that's what people need to realize when we perform at basketball during second semester is we are a work in progress at this point because we're moving toward nationals. And of course, I want them to look good at halftime, but boy, we want to peak in March, not at a halftime at the basketball game in January because, then where do you have to go? Mm-hmm. So we're still working, but should be exciting.
You might mention, too, a lot of these groups have somebody come in. You've always done all your choreographing, haven't you?
I have. And one of the things, number one, I love it. And another thing is I really feel like I'm the person who knows my team the best. I know what their strengths are. I know what their weaknesses are. And so I can really choreograph to play to their strengths. And if you have other people do that, sometimes that can be a problem because their style may be totally different than what my team's style is, and then we start to have a problem. So I do like to do a lot of their choreography, and keeps me in shape too, I guess.
Well, like any coach, you know your team better than anybody.
Right.
So will there be any other open and public performances before you all go to the national competition?
Yes, on Saturday, March the 5th, we will give an open performance. It's we call it a parent performance, but anybody can come and watch. It's free to the public, and normally we try and start about 10 or 10:30 that morning, and we usually run about an hour and a half because we do all costume changes. My team performs all 4 of their routines. My officers perform their 3 routines. My soloists, my duets, all of that perform. And so it takes about a good hour and a half for us to get it all on the court.
Well, to you, good luck on the Mini Stepper Clinic, and good
Thanks.
luck. Obviously, we'll have you in after the Nationals, and we'll find out how things go.
Right, we're hoping for good things.
We all are. Good luck to you. Kristin
Thanks.
Smith, our High Stepper coach, on this week's edition of Coach's Corner.